I had a very good childhood. You know, I grew up in what is considered to be a kind of a rough neighborhood, and it's called the Parkside community. But when I was in Parkside in the 70s as a child, it was like Wilhelmina said, every household had at least 3 or 4 children. We all played together. It was kind of like if you ever watched the Little Rascals, how all those guys went out. We would make things. We would play basketball. We would play baseball. We would play football. We would make go-karts. You know, we would build clubhouses. You know, so it was really a great place to grow up in. And I thought, before I left to go off to college, I thought East St. Louis was the greatest place in the world until I left and went to college and said, oh, it's not that great. You know, when I got to see other places, I was like, well, it's not that great, huh? You know. But I loved growing up here. I had a great time. I was fortunate to have both my mom and dad in my household, and I had a very good upbringing, and me and my sister were fortunate to go off to college, and both of us have college degrees, and we're doing well, and we have our own families now. My sister lives in Nashville, and I too moved away. I lived in California for 4 or 5 years in San Diego, and it's beautiful in San Diego. The beaches and everything is just nice, but I was still homesick. I still missed East St. Louis. And then when I came home, I can remember driving down State Street probably at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it looked so bad I almost cried. I was like, what did I come back for? I'm leaving palm trees, I'm leaving beaches, and I came back, I'm seeing burned down houses and closed stores, and I was like, man, what did I do that for? And I felt like I had made a bad decision, and I kind of wanted to go back to California at first. But just being around all my old friends, and you know, East St. Louis just grows on you. It's just like how you probably feel about your own community. You know, it's a special place in my heart. I love that I have a job in my own community where I grew up in. I love working with the children here. I see a lot of hope in their eyes. We call our city the City of Champions. We're known for having very good athletic programs in the schools. And just like Wilhelmina said, we have all brand new schools now. Every elementary school is brand new, every middle school is brand new, and the high school is brand new. So all the buildings that we went to school in, thank God, have been torn down. And now these kids, I see a new sense of hope in the kids, because the other schools had so much, you know, they were so worn down from being so old, and the kids didn't really take pride in going in those buildings. And now the kids, they have to wear uniforms, and they go into these buildings, and I see a lot of hope in the kids' faces in the classrooms. Yeah, you still have kids that don't want to do the work, but you got a lot of good kids that's striving and is getting academic scholarships and is going off to college and do well. And I think one of the key components to the city kind of falling behind is most of our college graduates move away and don't come back. So what you have here are the kids that drop out of school, the kids that join gangs, the kids that don't have jobs. And we need more of the kids to go off to college to come back. But, you know, it starts by having jobs for us to come back too. You know, it's not a lot of jobs here for college graduates where you can live like you want to live. It's not a lot of good housing here that, you know, that you want to live. I don't want to live in Parkside where I grew up at. I want to do better, you know. So we have new development in the city. We have Parsons Place. That used to be a torn down part of our community. Now it's beautiful housing over there. So Loisel Hills area is beautiful. Loisel Village is nice areas in East St. Louis, and what we have to do is continue to get money, continue to get opportunity, and continue to develop as a community. But I loved my childhood here. I wouldn't want to grow up anywhere else, you know, and I think it definitely makes me who I am. The experiences that I had growing up in East St. Louis. And everywhere I went, I've been able to do well because I'm a well-rounded individual. So, and people like me, I'm a good people person. So, you know, I love growing up here, and I think if you guys got more of your students to come over and not worry about what they see on TV, to meet people like the people in this room, you would understand that, hey, it's a lot more people like this in our community.